Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is Big Boost. Today we're going to be reassembling Adam's SR20, but as the title says, I am pretty scared that the head stud might not hold the torque that I'm gonna be putting on them this time. Before they were torqued to 65 foot-pounds, today we're gonna be torquing them to 90 foot-pounds of torque. As we're gonna be torquing these little sticks right here. This is called a head stud. Instead of being a bolt, we use studs. That way it's able to put a lot more clamping force into the head. Also, these studs are made of a lot stronger steel. So what scares me is that these studs are supposed to be torqued to 65. We're gonna be doing 90 pounds of torque. Hopefully this extended threads hold onto the block and it doesn't just like strip out when trying to torque it. So that's what we're gonna be seeing today. I still have everything laid out except the addition that I went and got some ARP assembly lube. So this is a fastener assembly lube, and this is not assembly lube to put on all the moving parts. This is to put on the threads of the stud so you can properly torque the ARP nuts on them. I already went ahead and cleaned the block, and very importantly, put your crankshaft in top dead center at this point. You don't want to put your engine in the wrong timing. Make sure it's on top dead center before you even start putting the head or anything else. Moving on to the head's right over here. It's all cleaned up. I got it back from the machine shop. It's all freshly surfaced. I make sure it's all clean. Took all the silicone of the components. It's all clean. There's no oil left in it, so it's ready to go. And then last but not least, we got a fresh Apexy head gasket for this engine. All right, step number one. You're going to install the dowel pins on the block. You don't want to put your head without these on. These dowel pins help guide the head in the right position and it keeps it in place. So your head doesn't like misalign with the block. You definitely don't want that. Here's your dowel pin. Then we're gonna be using some pliers and we're gonna squeeze this so it can fit in the hole. So you can see, close, open, and also you wanna grab this halfway so you can put the other part into the block. Then you take your little hammer, gently tap it until it's straight and all the way in. Our next step, apply a thin film of gray silicone on this area. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just like make sure it's just a thin film here. Don't want too much. There. That's a very important rule of thumb with SR20s. You always have to put silicone right there. If not, I guarantee you it will leak. Unless you're using an OEM head gasket, which is paper with a little film part on that, then it might not leak. But if you're using a metal head gasket, please use a little bit of silicone there. You won't regret it. This is pretty much how much silicone you need. It's just a little bit. So enough so when you put the head gasket, it crushes and it seals perfectly. You don't want any oil dripping to your front cover. And now it's time for the head gasket to go in. So grab the chain, pass it through the head gasket, then pass it through here. And now you're gonna align it with the dowel pins. Perfect. Then, same step again, we're gonna apply a little bit of silicone sealant on the top part of the head gasket. Go over here, tiny little bit, and then smudge it. So I got this little bit. So I'm just gonna paint it on the gasket. Now it's time for the good old head to go back onto the block. It's gonna be very interesting doing it by myself. I don't have nobody to hold the chain of the guide for me. All right, let's see how do we go about this. First, wait. I think I got it. First, I gotta pass the chain through this part without it doing that. Got it, yes. All right, so now I can pass the head to this part. Very carefully align it into place. Good, yes. Now we can drop this. Problem with this is you need to pass the chain through this hole, and you need to get one side over this hump right here, like this, and then the other side here. If you have it on both on one side, you cannot pass it back through that spot. So you cannot have it like this. See? It can't go forward from there. So you need to make sure you have it on this side and then this side on the other side. Plus this part moves, so I always want to get stuck there. So it's like kind of tricky, but I got it. Now to install the studs. First I'm gonna thread the studs all the way into the block, and then I'm going to put the washers and then the nuts with ARP assembly lubricant. Or another trick that you could use is just put, do not put assembly lubricant on this, put it on the part that goes on the nut. So I'm gonna put assembly lubricant on the threads on the stud. That way it's gonna make it a lot easier to spread it all nicely so it has good lubricant coverage. At this point, the two front cover bolts, I'm gonna put them on, leave them on there so they're all properly aligned. I'm not gonna torque these or anything now, I'm just gonna put them in snug, hand tight, so I make sure that they're on before I do anything else. I think I'll go ahead and put all the washers on first, since it's a lot easier to put these on without the studs in the way. Pretty much landing right on the slot. Perfect. Look at that one-shot deal. Neat. A little bit better. And done. Now I'm gonna take the ARP lubricant and apply some on the threads of these. Here we go. So that's pretty much the coverage I'm looking for. Then I am going to tighten the studs all the way down. It's gonna take a while, so I'm only gonna do one. I'm not gonna do all of them on camera because it's gonna take a while to do all of them. I'll need to end all the way. And then last but not least, the nuts. These are also gonna take a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this all on and then keep filming. Now time for the moment of truth. Will it hold? I'm gonna go 30, 60, 90, so I'm pretty much going to do 30, 60, 80, and then 90, just in case, because I'm really scared that these studs might not hold or the block thread might not hold. Let's see what happens. Adam, don't freak out if it breaks. Guys, don't freak out if it breaks. Alberto, don't freak out if it breaks. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna set up my dial to 30 foot-pounds. All right, 30 pounds, let's go. So far so good, guys. All right, starting to get yellow and green. They go me. 30. 30. Oh shit. 32. I got carried away, guys, I'm sorry. 30. 2 pounds more is gonna blow up now. 30. 30. Oh, that was perfect. That was 30.0. 30. And the last one, 30. All right, good news, guys. It's holding up so far. So far, so good. Now just let's triplify that same amount of torque. Now I'm gonna go up on my torque gauge to 60. Boom. $60. 60. 60. 60. 60. And 60. 4 more times, guys. 60. 60. 60 and 60. All right. Now we're gonna go up to 80. So when I go 80 foot-pounds, will it hold up? Put the camera a bit farther. All right, there we go. Now you guys can see the whole thing. $80. 80. 80. 80. This is so scary, guys. I'm like literally torquing but holding back at the same time, so it's like really weird. 80. 80. 80. 80. Oh, that was so perfect. 80.0. Now is where the really scary part comes in. Let's do 90 foot-pounds. And we're setting up to 90. Oh, that's where it gets really scary. Let's see. Wait, I can't see it now. Oh my God. Oh my god, 90.0, perfect. $90.1. $90.1. $90.1. Hold on. $90.0. $90.4. What? Huh, okay. Next. $90.1. $90.5. What? How did they jump from 89.0 to 90.5? What is that? $90.3. Oh, this is so weird, this position. 90.7. Alright, now to check back the center. I'm sure there's still a 90. It's safe to say it held up. Yes, I love this torque wrench. It's so nice being able to see what I'm doing. So the engine is holding up, so we can continue with the build as planned. Hopefully this should be the end of this whole blown head gasket little situation. Engine, I'm getting really tired of you blown head gaskets, so please cooperate and let's produce a lot of boost, because you're built by the one and only Big Boost, so you're gonna get some big boost. No homo. You know what I mean? You're gonna get little turbo thing.
Lover, what's holding you down?